morning. My name is Mrs. Angelos.
And I'm Mrs. Newberger.
And we are counselors here at LHS. January and February are our favorite times of the year because we have the pleasure to meet with each and every one of you. Today, we wanted to highlight some important events coming up second semester, including course selection and registration, which will begin as soon as this week.
All of the information we share with you today will be available on the LHS webpage, along with a course curriculum guide, course registration sheets, links to other documents, and more.
Before we talk about course registration, we did want to highlight some important dates coming up for second semester. If you are considering changing your schedule, the last day to do so is the last day of finals.
As always, if you have any questions, see your counselor.
If you're considering taking a class, AGO, alternative grade option, audit, or withdrawing from a class, you need to do so before March 1st. That's our 6-week deadline.
Before we get into course selection, there's a few things you need to consider. Number one, please take your course selection seriously. Look at the course curriculum guide, read the course descriptions, look at the prerequisites. Those are things you need to do before you take a class. Another great resource for you is teachers. Teachers are in the process right now of developing your recommendations for next year. Have a conversation with them, discuss that. This year, for the first time, those recommendations are going to be posted on PowerSchool beginning second semester. The third thing we encourage you to do is have a conversation with your parents.
As always, make sure you see your counselor if you have any questions.
Course request sheets will be handed out tomorrow during your third period class. If you do not have a class, don't worry, you can get extras in your LST. The curriculum guide will be available only online. We're going green. That's where you can find prerequisites, course descriptions, and typical course sequences for all grade levels. Remember, all students must be enrolled in 5 classes at least, plus PE. You can also take 6 classes plus PE.
Mrs. Angelos, what should all students consider when choosing their classes?
First and foremost, remember the graduation requirements that LHS has set forward. Secondly, your plans for after high school are your own. Do some research. What do colleges require? Colleges that you may be interested in. Lastly, always double check prerequisites, course descriptions, and remember, this is your plan. It's about you. Match your courses to your interests and your goals.
Now, Mrs. Angelos, juniors, this is their last chance to really get everything in that they need to get in. Is there something specific that they should be looking at?
Yes. Juniors should remember that your senior year is your final opportunity to meet your graduation requirements. For example, consumer education is a semester class that is required. You have 3 opportunities to meet that requirement. AP Macroeconomics is both a social studies and a consumer education in the business department, and consumer management in the family and consumer sciences department.
Hey, I heard that consumer education is now called personal finance.
What?
Finally, government is a semester class that is required for all seniors. We also want to encourage current juniors to research their senior English requirements. There are a lot of options, and you want to find the right fit for you.
Mrs. Angelos, some students will meet with us this week, and some won't have an appointment until February 19th. Does that matter?
It doesn't. Juniors will start as early as this week, you're right. Sophomores, however, will begin at the end of January, and freshmen will register for their classes in February. Everyone has equal opportunity to get into the classes that they register for, no matter what time you meet with your counselor.
How will students know about their appointments? And what should they bring with them to the appointment?
Students should bring their course selection sheet filled out in pencil with their parent's signature at the bottom. And please remember to keep your appointments. You will receive written notification with a pass handed out by your third period teacher so that you do know your time and date. Please keep your appointments. It's hard to reschedule them.
What if a student also wants to sign up for summer school? When is it? How do I sign up?
This is the time to register for summer school. Summer school begins as early as June 10th for driver's ed, June 11th for academic classes, and ends second session July 31st. The location of summer school changes every year. For details, check the website.
Please remember, we are here to help with any questions you might have.
And thank you so much for your attention during this video. We appreciate it very much.